With Moon Boys clutching their gumdrops as Bitcoin continues to slide downwards, how deep can the dumpage delve? While Bitcoin continues to pump massively to the downside, is there an end in sight to the carnage? I'm your host, Skip Skidoo, and if you like cream, then boy do I got a treat for you. So you guys new channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those these absolutely time-sensitive alerts as well, guys. Make sure to drop your comment below for subscribers. If you're interested in any bonuses, make sure to check out everything below. There is only one Twitter and one Instagram of me. The rest are fake, so don't fall for scammers if they email you or message you or DM you or anything like that. Let's dump on in. Unbelievable. So after an absolutely dumpalicious 24 hours, Bitcoin has breached 44, 43, and has traveled all the way down to the itsy-bitsy bottom of 42K. And actually, it looks as though we have... It looks as though on this chart... Not on this chart. Okay, so it's not definitive. So we have not set a lower low. If you look on this chart, it almost looks like we have. Let's take a peek here. Okay, so on Bittrex, it looks like we have, and none of these other exchanges. So it's kind of up for grabs. Either way, that is not the direction we want to be headed. So what contributed to this? Bitcoin and other cryptos fell yesterday as hawkish minutes from the Fed December meeting hit global risk assets, and expectations of less monetary policy support and higher interest rates sent stocks lower as well. And also that did affect crypto. We saw what happened yesterday. Pretty nice dumpage here. We went through the 21-day, and now we bounced on the 50 so far though. But crypto was obviously also affected here after the release of these minutes in which the central bank indicated it will dial back its supportive monetary policy, including reducing the amount of bonds that it holds, and the downward pressure on the price is expected to continue until the market fully prices in tighter than expected future monetary policy. And the giant test of 40K has yet to be seen here. Bitcoin price bounces off of 42K as the order book imbalance turns crazy here. No challenge of 40K yet, as analysis reveals that the active bears are selling into a black hole. The imbalance between bid and ask is getting crazy. Spot bids keep getting filled with new orders showing up. Meanwhile, ask side fails to repopulate in any meaningful capacity here. Byzantine General on Twitter just says it's a waiting game at this point. It's sitting on top of a thick bid side, and the active sell flow has given up, indicating potentially that the sell pressure is almost gone. I say almost because that doesn't mean that it is yet. Basically saying that this is the feeling that he got around 30K, and he's getting it again. There is a little less buying juice left in the tank than before, but I still think this range is probably accumulation and not redistribution. Okay. So we're going on nearly 3 months of absolute and total dumpiness here. So can Bitcoin pull it off? And before we go into Bitcoin's chart as well, I just wanted to note that Polygon's network here, absolutely big. NFTs sold on the Layer 2 protocol Polygon reached an all-time high last month. It's just short of 2 million. And you can see this monthly NFTs sold here. And this is January already. I mean, we're only a couple days in, not even a full week yet. But what's interesting here is that Polygon has found a niche in attracting a high proportion of gaming companies. Okay, as opposed to collectibles and art that we see on Ethereum and Solana or maybe some other cryptocurrencies here. Polygon has a lot of other things that make it an attractive option to invest in besides that, but you do see it capturing a little bit of the market. And I guess with that being said, it is down just like Ethereum and just like Bitcoin. Really, realistically, wow, Ethereum went down to about 32. Or a little under 3,300. And taking a look at Bitcoin's chart, it is absolutely rather dumpy. Okay, we talked about the 21 going below the 200-day, and now that cross has absolutely come to fruition here, very similar to like what we saw at the end of September here. But the question is now, will this be the bottom? I mean, the RSI was not even nearly as low as it is now, right, as it was back in September, or as it is now as it was back in September. We're currently about like on the 30 line on the daily chart, and the weekly as well is getting a little bit tested there, pushed down below like 43 or 44 as well, where we've seen many, many bounces in the past. You can see this line, and this goes back years. This is all the way back to 2018. This is a pretty key level. We've only really dipped below it significantly twice in the last couple of years. At the very end of 2018, which was the bottom of the bear market, and then the first or the third month of 2020, which was the crash, right? The crash that started everything. So those are the only times we saw this really dip much below where we are right now. So again, on the weekly chart. So if that indicates anything, you know, whether we're at a bottom now or not, I think we have to be pretty close at this point. Could we hit 40K? Potentially. Could we even maybe go below that? I think that would be, you know, that's where things get a little fishy and very, very potentially bearish there. But, you know, defending 42 is and always has been a fine level to defend here. So, you know, not much to really look at on the daily or weekly. We're below a lot of these key moving averages. And again, when we're looking for bottoms, that's what you need to see. Just maximum pain, lots of dumpiness to the point where you think, wow, this can't really go much lower. Otherwise, it's absolute destruction. That is one good indication that we're nearing the bottom. Because again, like I said, it's now or never in terms of where to bounce. And specifically, let's say we smash through this low that we set back on the 4th of December here and do test 40K. And if that would happen and we would not get a bounce, then I see no other way of saying this other than we're probably in store for months of dumpiness and sideways trading if we smash through the previous low set about a month ago, and if we do not immediately get a nice 5, 10, 15% pump right after that. Let's see you guys on your channel. Make sure to like, subscribe to miss absolutely time-sensitive alerts as well, guys. If you're interested in storing your crypto, protecting it, getting any altcoins or bonuses, make sure to check out the links below. Never fall victim to scammers. Make sure to leave your comment below. But I have one Twitter, one Instagram. The rest are fake accounts. Give me that any further, McHugh.